You think about being grounded in all of this kind of idol worship. I mean, even Christians buy into a little bit of that celebrity culture. Yeah. Is part of that, coming home like, oh, you've just won your third Grammy, and then your wife is like, hey, Michael, can you take out the trash?
Right. You change that diaper. Or, you know what? I feel like that it maybe took, in the early days, it took me a while to sort of like adjust, because you're on the road and everybody's, and you get home and then it's like this real life,
Yeah, like they're not impressed.
Yeah, they're not impressed, So I kind of just, I think I made the turn for the good really a long time ago, because although this is the calling of God in my life to do what I do as a vocation, I think if you could interview my kids, I think they would say, we were more important to my dad than his career was. I think they all tell you that.
What an incredible legacy.
So we're all really close, and we love each other, and it's really, that's honestly the success of my life. Yeah. When I look at my marriage and look at my kids, that far outweighs the Grammys and all the accolades.
That's the real life.
Those
are the people who are going to be really at your funeral that are going to know what you've left with them, right? In a sense.
I hope so.
Well, you just released a new album. You're just about to release a new album,
yes.
A Million Lights. Tell me what we can expect from it.
Well, it's a little insane. I started writing the stuff that I didn't think I was going to write. I kind of hit a dry spot. I think I was still reeling and sort of grieving because of my dad. And I remember I went and talked to my team and my management and said, I'm not really sure I'm going to cut a record for a while. It had already been 2.5 years, since Sovereign came out. And then, I think just everything that was happening in our country, in America, especially with the suicide rates and drug overdoses and social media, which on some level was awful. People can hide behind their screens and just like devour one another. Mm-hmm. And I just kept thinking, gosh, we need a love revolution. We need a move of God. And all of a sudden, all these things started just inspiring me, and I started writing all these pop songs. So I have this pop record coming out, and it addresses a lot of what is going on in our world.
I know I'll never be alone, even darkness comes away for you. All the stars are singing.
My team hates when I say I've reinvented myself, but I think I have. It's a real departure, and it might be one of the best things I've done in a while. We'll have to see if everybody thinks the same. So, but it's been a good journey this year. What I thought was not going to happen, I was just trying to hang on to the reins because the songs kept coming, and found these three young kids who just got their ear to the ground pop-wise and helped me deliver something sonically and I think very current and very modern that I think will speak to this generation.
You've done a lot. Is there anything left on your bucket list that you're like, oh man, I still want to make sure I get that done?
There are things creatively. I've been writing a symphony for a while, and hopefully that'll come out soon. I'm kind of working on a worship justice project that might come out very close to when this pop record comes out. That's kind of a secret, but obviously it's not a secret anymore.
Nope.
But I think that, and there's films and acting and there's all kinds of stuff like that. But I think I just would go back to just finishing well, and just staying focused. I don't care about awards anymore. I don't care on so many levels. I really don't care what people think about me, which is very freeing.
That's awesome. I think that happens every decade, doesn't it?
Oh, and who knows, maybe I got 20 years, maybe I got 30, maybe I'll live to be 100,
40 years? Totally, we're voting for that.
Come on. And then I think too, is one of my greatest goals in life, and maybe this would probably answer your question more directly, is that one of my biggest prayers is that I will never, ever be offended by anyone ever again. Mm. And I know a few people who are really like that. And how freeing would that be, is that you could have somebody trash this, what I think is a great record coming out. I could just trash it, and I'd just go, yeah, whatever. You know, when 20 years ago, I would like be extremely upset,
Yeah.
you know, and now I don't think I would, because it doesn't really matter what people think, really. It really matters what he thinks, you know, and am I hitting my sweet spot, and I do question a lot about God. Am I really dialed in? Am I doing really what I'm supposed to be doing? And I want to make sure that I am, because I want to fulfill my destiny, this destiny that you've put on my life. So it's the spiritual stuff, really.
It's a story he wrote for you since before you were born, and I'm sure he's still surprising you in it, and I hope he still does.
And the story's still going on.
Yeah. Thanks so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Great to talk to you.
You too.